Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of the dust on the mirror of the heart of all material desires. It extinguishes the blazing fire of material existence. It is the waxing moon of all auspiciousness, good fortune for the living entity. It gives a cooling effect. It is the life and soul of all transcendental knowledge. It enables one to fully taste the nectar for which one is always hankering for. It expands the blissful ocean of ecstasy, and it is the full bathing of the self. Nam nam akari bahuda nijya sarva shakti tatrapita niyamatak smarane nakala etadrisita vakripa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrisam ihajani nanuraga. All glories to the chanting of the holy name of Krishna, because Krishna has unlimited names, and in each one of these names he has invested all of his potencies. There are no hard and fast rules for chanting these names. But unfortunate as I am, I commit offenses while chanting, and therefore I do not achieve success in attachment for chanting Krishna's name. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Trinadapi sunichena, taradiva sahishnuna, amanina manadena, kirtaniya sadahari, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva kivalam, kalau nastyeva gatiranyata. My personal goal in life is to be always able to chant the holy name of God, because I understand and I am convinced that there is no other way for salvation, liberation, happiness, perfection, other than this chanting of the name of God. To do that, I must always remain meek and humble. I must be more tolerant than a tree. I must give all respects to others, because Krishna is sitting in your heart. And I should not at any time desire others to glorify or praise me. If I have this mentality, then it'll always be easy for me to chant the holy name. Let's all do it together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So I've been given the assignment to talk about the Govardhan-līlā, and I was given the added assignment to ask lots of questions. So it just so happens that 2 weeks ago, I was in Philadelphia, and I got to attend a couple of classes by my godbrother, Bhakti Marg Swami, who has the most unique, interesting way of giving classes. Now, I can't do everything that he does, but I'm going to incorporate part of his style. Watch what I do. Are you ready to participate? All right. Giri Govardhan ki. So what's going to happen is I'm going to read and then I'm going to stop. You fill in the blanks. This also is a good way for you to pay attention, and even the young children can participate. Lord Sri Krishna crushed the pride of Indra. Yeah, you got to say it loud so it gets on the tape. Okay? By prohibiting what? What did Krishna prohibit? Yes, a sacrifice. Good. Intended for him, and initiating a substitute sacrifice in worship of Govardhan Hill, not Krishna. Although Krishna did assume, anyway, that's coming. When Sri Krishna saw the cowherd men busily preparing for a sacrifice to Indra, he inquired about it from Nanda Maharaj. Did you know that? Oh, I don't have my bell. Wait, I got to get my bell. That makes it even, this is my unique thing that Badri Narayan said is approved. So it's GBC approved. Here we go. Very good. Now we're in school. Okay, Nanda explained that Indra gives what? Rain. Ah, good. That's what Bhakti Marg does. He does all these gestures. I'll try to do what I can. I can't beat him. He's too good. And enables all living entities to maintain their lives. And therefore, this sacrifice would be executed to satisfy Indra. Krishna responded. Now, keep in mind now, Krishna spoke to Nanda a certain philosophy. Krishna says, living entities take their birth according to karma. Yes. Does anybody know the name of the philosophy Krishna espoused? It's one of the 6 Vedic philosophies. You said it. Karma Mimamsa. Yeah, don't be shy. If you know it, go for it. Because Krishna is marking down how many answers you get right. Karma Mimamsa. Okay? It is because of karma alone that living entities take their birth, experience varieties of 2 things. We experience what? Happiness and distress. Very good. Do you like it? Better than a lecture, right, where everybody falls asleep. That's what I learned from him. And then give it up as the karma pertaining to it runs out. Why does karma run out? Why does karma run out? What's that? When you die? No, but I'm asking, why does it? Okay. Because it's not eternal. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are 5 subject matters, and Prabhupada writes in the introduction, 4 of them are eternal. God's eternal, the living entity's eternal, time's eternal, and material nature is eternal. But karma is not. Thank God. If karma was eternal, then you'd be stuck, right? If you made one mistake, you'd be stuck with that forever. So it's Krishna's mercy that karma is temporary. Whether it's good or bad, at some point it runs out. And Prabhupada gives the idea of a fan. So when the fan's plugged in, your karma is running. When the fan is unplugged, it still runs, but because it's unplugged, eventually it's going to stop. So when you surrender to Krishna and become a devotee, you have unplugged the fan of karma reactions, and eventually you're free. Shall we continue? Okay. Karma alone is our enemy, our friend, our guru, and our Lord. And Indra could do nothing to alter the happiness and distress of everyone, for everyone is tightly bound by his karmic reactions. The material modes of nature. Oh, good. But what are the 3 modes? Goodness, passion, ignorance. Whoa. Your studies now are coming to light here. Good. Bring about, okay, so the mode of passion brings about what? The creation. The mode of goodness is for not destruction, maintenance. And the mode of ignorance is for destruction. Okay? Who's in charge of the mode of passion? Just say it. Lord Brahma. Who's in charge of the mode of ignorance? Who's in charge of the mode of goodness? Vishnu. Very good. The clouds give forth rain when they are impelled by what mode? The clouds give off rain. Passion, yes. And the cowherders prosper by protecting the cows. Furthermore, the cowherders' proper residence is in the forest and hills. And therefore, Krishna said, you should worship what three things instead of Indra? What should cowherders do? They should worship cows, Brahmins, goat. Hey, you're sharp today. All right. Yes, that's the whole idea. Instead of worshiping Indra. After Krishna spoke, he arranged for the cowherd men to worship Govardhan Hill with what paraphernalia? What paraphernalia were they going to use? Because it was part of Krishna's argument. Yes, Krishna's argument, because Nanda said, okay, first we'll worship Indra, and then we'll worship Govardhan Hill. But Krishna says, no. We don't have time for that. We'll take what you were going to use for Indra and worship Govardhan Hill. Now my question is this. There are several answers that are acceptable. Why is Krishna doing this? Why is Krishna doing this? There's several answers. Why is Krishna doing this? Yes! How does he know? Do you read Bhagavatam? Shh, come here. You deserve a blessing. I am. How old are you?
10.
You are good. Excellent. He wanted to make Indra mad. What was another reason he was doing this whole thing? What?
Who's in charge of
Okay, that's good. That ties in with making Indra angry. But there's another lesson.
Krishna's father,
Okay, the previous episode was the wives of the Brahmins. Now think about the Brahmins and what they were doing. This ties in with this. What is another big lesson that Krishna is trying to teach all of us? Not this. Surrender to him. Go on. Yeah, go on. That's only half the answer. He's the supreme, okay, but there's another half.
Do not get involved with ritualistic activities.
Okay, and who do you usually worship in ritualistic activities? Ah, that was another lesson here. Because that's what the Brahmins were doing. They were doing demigod worship to go to the heavenly planets, whereas the wives had spontaneous love for Krishna, right? And the Brahmins didn't want anything to do with the cowherd boys. So when Krishna saw that his father was also going to worship a demigod, so Prabhupada makes the point, Krishna wanted to stop all this, especially for his devotees, that there's no need for his devotees to worship demigods. They should simply worship him or Krishna, right? Yeah, that's a big, master lesson that this Govardhan-līlā teaches. Okay, let's go on. I'm fired up now. You guys got me going. Krishna then assumed a huge, unprecedented, transcendental form and did what to the food? He ate it. He devoured all the food. Okay? Now, what was happening was, what did the residents of Vrindavan do? Krishna assumed a form, right? He showed that I am Govardhan Hill. So what did the Brahmins, the residents of Vrindavan, and cows do at this time? They, what? Circumambulating Govardhan Hill. Right. And who else was circumambulating? What did you say? Yes. So there was a separate form of Krishna manifesting at Govardhan Hill, and Krishna, being cool, was also circumambulating and bowing down to himself, like everybody else. Because what don't the residents of Vrindavan know? Yes, they don't think that Krishna is God, right? That conception is gone. They think Krishna is just their lovable village friend. Everybody loves Krishna. Okay. Krishna proclaimed to the cowherd community that although they had worshipped Indra for so long, what hadn't Indra ever done? In other words, this had been going on year after year. Even though they worshipped Indra, he never did something. What? What's that? No, he gave them rain. Okay, so when Krishna showed that he was Govardhan Hill, right? So that ties into the answer I'm looking. Krishna showed, I'm Govardhan Hill. Indra never what? He never appeared in the sacrifice. Whereas Govardhan Hill was personally appearing to them when they were worshiping Govardhan Hill. They'd been worshiping Indra for so long, he never came. So that was another point that Krishna made. Said, we've been worshiping, he never came, and now Govardhan himself has come because you worshipped him. Okay. And he also ate the foodstuffs. Now, Prabhupada says, let's see if you've read this. What happens if somebody neglects to worship Govardhan Hill? He gets bitten by the snakes. Exactly. Yes. So make sure you do that. All right, that takes care of the first chapter. So, what was Indra's emotional response to what the residents of what word? He's a genius. Anger is exactly the word I'm looking for. And who is he angry at? Before Indra, before Krishna, he's angry at who? Yeah, and the residents of Vrindavan. Good. And what was Indra's retaliation? I can't hear you. Yes. The Sangvartika clouds are clouds of destruction. Very good. Excellent. Now, when Indra called for the clouds of destruction, what was their initial response?
Krishna is special and they were apprehensive.
Yes, they were apprehensive. They didn't like this idea of their master that they should do this. So what did Indra say to convince them? Krishna did something to make them feel okay about it.
He would also come.
Yes, and Indra would ride on what? What's Airavat? His elephant. And what's Indra's weapon? Thunderbolt. And normally it's invincible.
Is there a name for the thunderbolt? Vajrayut.
What did you say?
Vajrayut.
Well, 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 well. Welcome to the party. Excellent. Okay. Now, how old was Krishna? 7 years old. How many days did Krishna hold up Govardhan Hill? 7 days and 7 nights. With what hand? Left or right? Left. And how many fingers? The pinky, right. Okay. Now, well, actually, I'm ahead of myself, but that's okay. Let's see. Indra said, before he sent the clouds of destruction, and he said that the residents of Vrindavan have become what? Proud. And he used another word, something with pride. Intoxicated. They have become intoxicated by pride. And then Indra blasphemed Krishna. What were some of the blasphemous words Indra used describing Krishna? There's several. I don't think he used the word rascal. Okay, generally, I'll give you a hint. When somebody doesn't know something, they are ignorant. So he called Krishna ignorant. If somebody is not special, they are ordinary. And then when we see that somebody uses this too much, we say they are... What was that? Chatterbox. Okay, I'll accept that. Good. Over talkative. So that's good though.